Hello, the game is Everquest. I love that theme music. Anyway, I just wanted to do a follow-up video about the new TLP Everquest server coming out. Mischief server now has Thornblade as well, so they're going to launch a second server. A lot of the players had concerns over the popularity. There's a lot of launch time madness that happens. A lot of people can't get in and play. People can't get in and get their names, whatever, what have you. EQ decided to launch a second server. They're calling it Thornblade. They announced it a couple days ago. And I just wanted to give you some scoops, some details. I dug around on the forums to see what was going on. How they publish the information is not very forthright, so a lot of people probably won't know how to get the information. Like, what's it going to be? What's the rules? What's happening? So let me break it down for you real quick. They're going to add this. It's going to launch exactly with Mischief, same rule set as Mischief. You're going to be able to pick from Thornblade or Mischief. So you have a little bit of time to set up with your friends and your guilds which one you want to launch and be on. I don't know which one I'll be on. I'll probably be on whichever one I can grab a name on that I like. That's usually what I do. Will the servers merge is a big question. Now Dreamweaver, who is the community manager, who also just announced that he is leaving, so he will no longer be supporting us. But he mentioned that there will not be a merger. There's no plans for a merger. They will base that off of the need. So if, let's say, Mischief was a low pop or Thornblade turned out to be a low pop and they needed to merge over just to keep the game sustained, then they'll look at that within the time frame that they do mergers. To reiterate, there's going to be two servers. They are not planning on a merge. If a merge ever does happen between the two servers for the new TLPs, it'll be based on the need of the populations. So if both servers have a healthy population or equal population or whatever, and don't need a merger, there will be no merger. If there is a need, then it will happen in a time frame where they do mergers, which Dreamweaver said due to team resources, the time frame is usually between May, June, and July period. So this time of the year is when they do mergers. So if there is going to be a merger, it'll be next year during May, June, and July if there is a need. As far as transfers, he said TBD, so to be determined. And that's pretty much the information. And now for my personal opinion. So if you're just here for facts, give me a like, and I'll see you in game. If you want to hear my opinions, let it play. I'll give it a little bit of my thoughts on this while the video footage here plays on. My opinion is not ideal. How they're having it set up, I would prefer like an early name reservation, either like online, web, whatever. But that would require development, which they probably aren't approved to do for whatever reason. Shorter development, maybe let people log into the server 5 days early, like 5 days before the server launches. You can log in, create characters, but you can't play, or something like that, just to get that initial server load off. But two servers are better than one, so at least they listen to the community a little bit, and we're like, okay, we're getting a lot of feedback, this is probably going to be a little bit popular, and let's just put another server up, and that'll help with that. So hopefully it's enough, and they don't have to do like a third or a fourth, and then it becomes a mess, and then you're messing around with the needed server merges much earlier, and transfers and things like that. The rule set isn't the best in my opinion. I know a lot of people wanted this open loot, rule set. I think there's going to be a lot of problems in the dynamics of how guilds manage loot, of how it's sold, and bots and farmers and things like that. But overall, I think it's going to be enjoyable. It should make the loot easier to come by. It's definitely going to be crazy for me, but I've been messing with the economy of Everquest for 20 years now, right? So I've never played on for an EVE type server, which is like an open loot server, as far as I know. So this will be a first for me. So it'll be very interesting to see how this affects the economy, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. But overall, I think my overall opinion is just I'm really grateful that I have this opportunity again. You know, I've been playing these TLPs. When did the first one come out? 2007, 2008, something like that, I think. You know, I was very happy when they did that. Like, ooh, cool, a classic server. Back when the game was 8 or 9 years old. You know, now it's 20 years old, and I've been playing these TLPs, you know, every year, every other year when they release or whatever. And each time I'm just very grateful that I have an opportunity to play this game that I love. You know, it's not just rose-tinted goggles or nostalgia. The game design and mechanics that Brad McQuaid put into place are the best for MMO, in my opinion. It's what WoW copied, and a lot of games copied WoW. So, yeah, WoW even copied the classic model. They seen it was successful here, so a lot of demand for it. So, yeah, this is the originator, and there's a reason why people copy it and are successful. Because it has a really good base mechanics, just the feel of the loot chance, the feel of the rarity of the mob spawning. You know, they really narrowed all that down. The mechanics, the slow pace of the game, the more strategic, less button mashing gameplay is very enjoyable to me. So I'm just happy that I get to play the game again. This game that I love. The mechanics that I love, because you never know when the game company is going to say, well, we're closing our doors, and that's happened a lot, and you never know when that's going to happen. This could be the last one. You know, I always wonder every time I go in and play one of these TLPs, is this the last time I'm going to be playing EverQuest? I don't know. Will I be here for the next one? You know, we're all getting older. We're not immortal. So just grateful I get to take this opportunity to spend some time on a game that I love, and you know, put a couple months into it and then move on, you know, and maybe I'll be able to do the next one next year or the year after that, and we'll see how long they keep the ball rolling. But that's my final thought and opinion on it. So hopefully, if you want to play this game, I'll see you in the server. If you're new to this, I would recommend, you know, getting an account going, because you need a premium account like a week early, and just going into one of the existing TLPs and getting used to the UI and asking questions and stuff like that. People will help you. Just let them know you're a new player and you're trying to figure things out. Check out the advanced loot system. Get your Brewall maps going. Look into Gina, spelled Gina. It's a program that reads the logs and give you notifications. 100% legit. It's a great program. You know, and just get things set up for launch day, so when you're in, you can jump in and have fun. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the server. You won't know who I am, but you know, just be chill. Just pretend everybody's me, right? See you later.